I'm a solo founder. I'm going to tell you the thing that I'm struggling the most with.
Now, I make this video as someone who has struggled with the exact same thing. And if you haven't seen the other video, basically she's talking about the struggle between building versus selling your product as a founder, as a solo founder, somebody without a team. And basically it boils down to mental bandwidth. If you go in and you go into build mode and you go into fulfillment and actually fulfilling your offer, building your offer out, building your product out, you can't spend that time out broadcasting, selling, getting on live, creating content, doing things like that. And then when you're selling, you're focused too much on making the cash register ring that sometimes if something needs to be built out or something, an issue arises that needs to be dealt with, you don't necessarily have the time or bandwidth to go deal with it in the moment that you're going and selling. So oftentimes people get caught, myself included, in this kind of like I'm kind of half promoting it, but I'm also kind of half building it out. And you end up not doing a good job at either. Until I changed this about 18 months ago and I discovered long form content on YouTube. Long form content for me has been some of the greatest unlock in terms of driving qualified leads and sales without putting my time into selling. And the reason being is that when content goes onto YouTube long form, it gets pushed out by their algorithm for literally years. It also gets indexed in Google, and now ChatGPT is recommending YouTube videos to people who have relevant questions that content can answer. Now you've got a steady stream of leads coming in daily for, again, literally years. And since long form can be produced at a much more sustainable pace, think 2 to 4 videos a month, it's something that builds and compounds over time. And since it's getting pushed out for so long, it's worth it to make those videos. Now, I know you also said that production is an issue, right? We don't have a whole lot of bandwidth to put production value, but the type of content that a solo SaaS founder or an entrepreneur, someone who is in the digital space would make on YouTube doesn't require a lot of production. We're not making Mr. Beast or we're not making Whistling Diesel videos, right? It's a lot of screen sharing, might be a presentation on a board, might be a webinar, something like that. And then you can hire an editor overseas. I've had mine for the past 4 years. Jeffrey, he's awesome. And they're very economical because of the exchange rate. It costs me anywhere between $80 or $100 to get a YouTube video edited that's ready for YouTube, that has all the right edits, and it's better than anything I could ever create on my own. And it also saves me between 5 to 10 hours per video. And then from the YouTube videos, I'll drive people to either a Google Doc, a webinar, or a video sales letter to have a mostly hands-off selling process, which allows me to take a step back and focus on building and fulfillment when I can and not have it affect the sales aspect.